Hey, this is Lowe with Soul Harbor, and you are listening to Lone Star Community Radio on 104.5 KCZWLP Conroe and 106.1 KZCCLP Conroe, and worldwide on irlonestar.com.
Hello, everybody. It's Wednesday. Wacky Wednesday.
I was just fixing to say Wacky Wednesday.
Wacky Wednesday. It's a crazy one. Kristi and I both flew in here by the seat of our pants.
I know.
Something like that's what my grandmother would say.
Well, you know, I have been so crazy with this.
I know, but I love the back.
It's very eye-catchy. But getting ready for the wine event, we are going and blowing and getting ready, and we're, 3 weeks away, less than 3 weeks away.
I know.
And I'm so excited.
Our guests have big events that they're doing like this week.
I know. That is just awesome.
I know, but we're not going to tell them who our guests are. But if they read online, they know who they are.
Yes, they do.
Well, the guests know anyway. But anyway.
Guests do know. But anyway, yeah, it's a great day, and look at this beautiful weather, which is great.
It was supposed to rain.
It's holding out on me since I'm, jeeping it this week.
I know, it's great.
It's thank goodness.
I pulled up and I went, what are the signs in the back of that Jeep? And I went, that's Kristi.
Yeah, you know what I'm using that for, though? I like keeping my wine event posters in between them, so it keeps them nice and flat and protected. See?
Oh, there you go.
So thank you, Montgomery County Fair Association, for sharing your signs with me, so now I can repurpose them.
Anyway, this is Toast of the Town with Kristi and Mel.
Yes.
Our weekly venture into, I don't know, your life.
Well, it's, Hey, I'm better today, though.
Are you?
My blood pressure is under control. Woo! Everybody needs to just understand, if you think your blood pressure might be wacky, go to the doctor, because I feel so much better, and I'm in such a great mood, and it's for a wacky Wednesday. It's going to be a great Wednesday. So I'm excited. We've got great guests here on the show with us today.
We do. We're
going to have so many great things to celebrate and toast, and
I know.
It's wonderful. So if you're listening to us on Facebook, or if you're listening to us online, you can also, if you're headed out for lunch, you can listen to us live on Facebook Live or on YouTube. You can also listen to 104.5 or 106.1 FM on your dial if you're here in the Conroe area. So many ways you can listen and tune in. And we've got such great things to share with you today, so you don't want to miss a second.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely.
Sorry. I was, you caught me.
Yes, I understand.
That goes to him.
Yes.
This goes to him.
Yes.
Anyway, sorry, I'm trying to serve people.
I thought that went to Ritzy.
I'll
give her mine. It's fine.
Give her yours. Brian can give her his.
Yes.
There you go.
Anyway.
Brian loves Ritzy.
We have some great guests today.
We do.
Do we want to jump right into them, or do we want to go ahead and talk about some of the events that are coming up?
Let's talk about a couple of upcoming events.
Okay.
But let's go ahead and tell everybody who they are.
Absolutely. Go right ahead.
Let them say hello. We have with us, for the first time, I believe.
Yes.
I'm sure both of them are first
I know.
time.
So
It's exciting. Anyway, we have with us City Councilman Ted Fletcher. Shenandoah City Councilman. I'm sorry, I didn't get all that out. Anyway, Shenandoah City Councilman Ted Fletcher, and he is running for re-election, and
awesome.
he has an election on Saturday.
I know.
Everybody's been early voting up to now.
Vote. I know.
And our other guest has a shirt on that says "Vote."
Yes.
And note that it's a red shirt, by the way.
It is a red shirt.
And then Ted, hello.
Hello. How's everybody doing?
We're great. How are you?
Doing fantastic.
It's so great to have you guys here. We haven't been able to see y'all in a while, so it's like reunion central.
I know. Isn't that cool?
Yes.
Okay, and then our other guest,
The always fabulous,
and a longtime friend, Linda Moak. And,
Hi, Miss Linda.
And she's from an outlying area too. She is from
Dobbin. What the heck you
I'm sorry. What was I thinking? So anyway, she's from Dobbin, but she's here to talk about the Lake Conroe Area Republican Women's Group and their upcoming activities.
Absolutely. Get ready to rock and roll on Sunday evening.
Cinco de Mayo fun. Woohoo! It's going to be
anyway. And did you know, you handed me that sheet and I read it. Did you know that was the first time that I knew that Johnny and the Dispensations were supposed to be there? And I keep up with the news.
Yeah.
I don't even know what
You
that
keep
was
up with
about.
Johnny and the Dispensations.
I do keep up with Johnny and the Dispensations.
Yes, because he
time.
told me yesterday that you were really good friends.
Oh. Oh, did he now?
So,
That's awesome.
That is flattering. Thank you.
yes, he did.
Yeah.
So,
So just to kind of catch everybody up, there are a couple of events that we want to clue in before we get into our guests. Number one, starting tomorrow, Thursday, the North Houston Business Extravaganza is going on at Glade Arts Foundation, it's such a great thing. If you've never been to one of these events, you really, really need to go. They've got some great key speakers. Zach Richmond, who's a good friend of mine, is going to be emceeing the event. We have Terry Weaver from the Vail Institute, Deborah Myers from Infusia, and Steve Scott, the Houston business coach, going to be there giving some great speeches. So that goes on from 5 to 8 at Glade Arts Foundation, and obviously where I'm having my Bridgewood Farms wine event on May 17th. Go to bridgewoodfarms.org if you'd like to get your tickets. And we've got Friday.
Have you done that a couple times?
Once or twice. Friday, we've got Relay for Life in Conroe going on. Starts at 6 p.m. at the Montgomery County Fair Association. I love this tagline: cancer doesn't sleep, and for one night, neither do we. So you can go to acs.org, get all the information there. The Woodlands Charities is also having their Chef's Showdown at the Woodlands Resort. That's from 6 to 10. It's a really, really cool, fun event where they bring in celebrity chefs to do a great event. The Woodlands Charities supports lots of nonprofits here in the area. You can go to thewoodlandscharities.org if you would like to check that out. Also, Saturday morning, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. is the second annual Sporting Clay Tournament benefiting Emergency Chaplain Group at Blackwood Gun Club. You can go to emergencychaplain.org to sign up for that. And then there's also the third annual Texas Children's Hospital Fun Run for fun for the whole family. $20 registration. It goes from 2 to 6. It's going to be really, really good time. And then, of course, we have a couple things going on Sunday and voting day on Saturday. So lots of fun stuff. Just wanted to catch everybody up. Fun stuff going on this week.
I know. And yeah, I was actually sitting around wondering what I was going to do this weekend. And then I checked out my work log.
Oh, let's not talk about that. We're not talking about that right now.
I know.
We are toasting the fabulousness today.
Okay.
Yes.
And of course, we always have our lovely and talented
Producer.
Dick.
Extraordinaire.
Producer extraordinaire.
Yes.
Oh, look, he's waving.
So much more.
He's waving.
Yes.
And we have our lovely and talented lumberjack with us.
Yes. You know, she like renames you all the time.
I know.
You just never know what's going to come out of Mel's
I know.
mouth.
You never know what's going to come out of Mel's mouth.
Yeah.
That is so true. And
This
I
is-
even think our little lumberjack would agree with that.
Yes, I completely understand. Anyway, so let's talk with Mr. Ted. I want to hear all
Yeah.
about what's going on. I know y'all early voting's been happening and been having fun out there on the campaign trail.
Early voting's going on. Well, ended yesterday. And for the city of Shenandoah, things went well. Polling went really well for early voting. Saturday's the get out to vote.
Yes.
And 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. at City Hall.
Perfect.
So it should be a good time if we get the weather to hold off just a little bit longer.
That's great. So tell me this: what are some of the biggest concerns going on for the city of Shenandoah? Why it's so important for people to come out and vote in this election?
You know, Shenandoah is a great little city. We have about 3,700 residents currently. But Shenandoah is a little city, but a big city. We touch about 42,000 people a day that come in and stay and play and eat. And so we're growing. In fact, Shenandoah is going to double its size in the next 3 to 5 years.
Ooh.
Wow.
So it's
Wow.
very important that we keep Shenandoah strong and moving in the right direction. Really, we need to focus in 3 primary areas, and that is growth and development, mobility, and then also public safety.
Sure.
So that's the key points that I think are within our race at this point. And again, to keep Shenandoah strong, we really need to be on the right track. And when it comes to growth and expansion, we need to make sure that the 9 acres that we have left in the city before we come built out.
That's amazing.
I know. I was
Isn't
just
it?
going to say, that is
That
crazy.
is amazing.
It's crazy.
It's like my side yard.
Right? Except these aren't contiguous acres.
Yeah,
They're
right.
kinda
I got it.
spread
Bits and
out
pieces,
throughout
bits
the
and
city,
pieces. I
bits
got
and
it.
pieces here and there, and so.
And I live in the middle of downtown Phelps. So there. Go ahead.
So Shenandoah again is only 2.2 square miles, so that's
Yeah.
probably just a little bit larger than
Yeah, than Phelps.
Yeah.
Go
Phelps.
ahead.
Probably not by far, but
No,
close.
yeah, exactly.
But we're a full service city, so a full police department and
Oh, wow.
Y'all do
city government.
a lot for that 2.2 square miles.
We do, and that's what makes Shenandoah a great place to live. Is the residents really focus, or the city's focus is really on our residents, and the residents really enjoy being a part of the city. They're very active, And that's what makes Shenandoah unique is that even though we're surrounded in a big city, we really have that small town feel. And where neighbors help neighbors. You know, if I was out in Phelps and I needed help, I'm sure, you know,
Yeah, no Phelps in the town.
10 of you would show up.
Yeah, I would show up.
help.
I'm one of the few
Yeah,
there.
well, so
That's funny.
Well, what has been your favorite thing about serving on Shenandoah City Council?
you know that we've really had a great opportunity just to serve the community as a whole and make some changes. We've made a lot of changes during the last 2 years. 2 years ago, I ran on a campaign of a better Shenandoah through better city management, better oversight, accountability and transparency, and also better fiscal responsibility. And from fiscal responsibility, we reduced governance by over 20%, cost of governance by over 20%. We reduced taxes more in 2 years than they had the previous 4 years.
That's extraordinary.
We had some controversy coming into to the election initially with our previous city administrator, and we had what was known as a golden parachute. So the previous city council had given the city administrator a 24-month golden parachute that if he was ever to be terminated without cause, then the city would continue to compensate him with all of his benefits for 24 months. And so we were able to, that would have cost the city over $443,000.
Wow.
We were able to renegotiate that and save the city over $243,000
That's tremendous.
through that process. So from better fiscal responsibility, and we also, if you live in the city of Shenandoah, you don't pay for trash service anymore, so you get free trash service.
So nice.
Our
Oh,
water
wow.
rates are
I know. With 2 teenagers, that would
Right.
be just fabulous. Goodness gracious.
right.
There you go. Limitations again. I see.
But again, for being a full-service city, I mean, we do a lot for the community, such as our Lighting of the Angels event on Christmas. If you've ever driven through the city or past the city, you'll see the large angels that are lit up within the town. We do Easter egg hunts and pool parties and Independence Day parades.
We need to
and
get their
all
calendar.
kinds of stuff.
We need
So-
their
I
calendar.
know. So, yeah,
Yeah,
if
need
folks are
those.
listening and they're wanting to know all kinds of events, what is that website that they could go to?
They could go
learn
to Shenandoah.com.
There you go.
Which is our city
Nice and
website.
easy.
Yeah.
Everything's right there on the website, and they can pull it up. And so, like I say, there's been a lot of things that have been going on the last couple of years. Overall, I would say probably the greatest contribution that I personally been able to be involved with and make was that I worked with our city attorney as well as our police task force, and we passed what's known as a SORO, SORRO, which is a sex offender registry restriction ordinance, which, long story short, basically means that if you're a predatory sex offender, registered predatory sex offender, that you can't live within 1,000 feet of a child safety zone. And the child safety zone is defined as a school, a church, a park, arcade.
Where kids are going to frequent.
Where
Yes,
kids are going to congregate frequently, a bus stop. So if you kind of do the math throughout the city of Shenandoah, only being 2.2 square miles, and bus stops where kids congregate regularly, that pretty much means that if you're a registered sex offender, you're not going to be able to move in next door
Wow.
to anybody in
That's
our
great.
city.
Yeah.
So grandparents, parents don't have to worry about whether or not that sex offender is going to move next door
Lots of
to their
safety.
children or
So,
grandchildren.
so we've already accomplished some safety things
Absolutely.
that you're looking at. We've already exercised some fiscal responsibility and straightened some of the problems out that were there. And so you're continuing on what you've accomplished in the past. Is that what I understand?
So we're not only continuing that, but we're also looking at getting back to growth
Okay.
and redevelopment. So in our city limits right now, if you've ever traveled southbound on the feeder road in between Wellman Road and Research Forest, you'll notice that it's kind of the older part of the city. And unfortunately, the way that our current integrated development code, or IDC, has been written for zoning purposes, those businesses that are there are kind of locked in. They can't come to the city and get a permit to do any kind of improvements because the zoning's changed.
Oh, wow.
So that's why those properties are continuing to become older and more dilapidated, and new businesses haven't been able to come in. So we really need to focus on rewriting our IDC to make some changes there. As far as mobility goes, obviously with the city doubling in size in the next 3 to 5 years, mobility is a major issue.
Of course.
We're kind of at the front end of the Woodlands, where everybody comes through on Research Forest to catch the freeway and head to work. So we need to refocus a lot of our redevelopment and keep ahead or get ahead of where we're at. We have a huge development that's coming. It's called Metro Park. They've already started their phase 1. AMC Theaters currently there. Dave and Buster's
Excited.
is coming.
I know, that's so exciting. I love Dave and Buster's.
That'll add, just their development alone will be, I believe it's 4 city blocks by 8 city blocks, and it basically goes from the feeder road all the way back to the railroad tracks. And so David Memorial, we need to extend that all the way through to 242 to relieve some of that pressure, and then we're looking to widen Research Forest to 6 lanes across
Wow.
the freeway, and
Lots of
put in some
projects.
dedicated turn lanes that'll help traffic ease and flow a little bit better. And then as far as public safety goes, I mean, obviously, when you're growing as a city like that, you have to stay ahead. We got to begin to plan now. We don't want to have all the development happen and then we're like,
And then be
"Oh,
behind the
behind
eight ball.
the-
how do we do this?" And
Yeah.
so we currently have a municipal development district, or an MDD. And with that, MDD, the city currently receives 0.5% sales tax that funds our MDD. Well, as we become more built out or become completely built
Right.
out, then we kind of don't need the MDD to the same degree that we do now, but we do need to increase our public services and public safety.
Well,
And
those
so-
things never stop.
They don't. Right now, we're currently in an interlocal agreement with the Woodlands to provide fire services, and that's probably something down the road. They've done a great job for us.
Yeah, Woodlands
by
Fire
all means,
Fires,
they're phenomenal.
they're just
Wow,
awesome,
they're
amazing guys.
They're a great department.
Incredible
They really are.
department, and the service they provide has been phenomenal. But at some point, it'll just make sense for us as a city financially to bring our own fire department back in, and we can do that without raising property taxes to our residents through creating an ESD, or an emergency services district, and taking part of that 0.5% sales tax and give it to our own ESD and fund it that way.
That's great. Well,
And so there's good ideas that we have that, again, will keep Shenandoah strong and moving in the right direction. And that's what we need. We need that strong leadership that's going to keep
sure.
us focused.
Well, and I will tell you, I was born and raised in Montgomery County, and I spend a lot of time traveling these roads. And what I have noticed in the last few years is what the city of Shenandoah has done to identify itself as apart from the Woodlands, still a part of the community, but to stand on its own. And I think a lot of that is a testament to the work that you guys have done to not only grow the recognition of all the amazing things that you are doing there, but just how well you're servicing your community. So I know that you've been a big part of that, and I, commend you for your work because, in case y'all didn't know, we've got him sitting over here, city councilman, with all this knowledge and all these plans and all their projects they're doing, and they're not paying you $1 million a year to do it. So, as far as leadership goes, thank you for stepping up to serve your community and really aim to make it a better place to live. I think that's tremendous.
Absolutely.
Well, thank
Absolutely.
you. Thank you.
Yeah.
So now we just need you to stay in there so that we can, y'all can keep growing and keep getting better.
Well, that's it. The staying focused is the key right now. We have a phenomenal police department, and we need to make sure that we continue to grow them accordingly. Even as the city grows, as I had mentioned before, to twice its size, as that takes place, and a lot of the new developments come to fruition here, we'll be touching about 55,000 people a day. So for a city of, again, at that point, 5,000 to 7,000, to be servicing 55,000,
That's a lot.
A lot for a small city to provide services to. So
It is. You guys have got your hands full for sure. For sure.
So get out and vote on Saturday.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
please, yeah,
Yes.
we got a lot of work to do. We need to make sure that the vote gets out there. There's only 2 things on our ballot, and that's the Conroe ISD
School bond.
school bond, and then our race for city council.
And how many contested races are there
Just-
in that?
Just one. We have 3 councilmen, and I was the only contested race
Okay.
out of the 3
Okay.
councilmen.
All right. Good deal.
Well, now everybody knows.
Exactly. We need to take a break real quick.
Okay.
But before we do,
Uh-huh.
I was reminded
Yes.
by our fearless leader.
Yes.
Well, I'm sorry, we have two fearless leaders here today. Anyway, that we need to toast
Yes, we do.
before we go to a break.
Yes. Okay. So am I doing this or are you doing this?
No, you do the toast.
Okay, I would like to raise my glass in response to all of our amazing community leaders that do step up to make the hard choices, that put themselves out there and make yourselves vulnerable to make the decisions to
Absolutely.
better our communities and do right by all of us. So thank you very much
Yes.
for your
absolutely.
service.
Salute.
Salute.
Salute. Here we are.
See? All right. All right. So if you're
Y'all
listening
stay
to
with
us,
us.
yeah, stay with us. We've got lots more fun coming ahead and more things to toast. So thanks for
I
tuning in
know.
to Toast the Town with Kristi and Mel. We'll be right back.
This is Rick, TRC. Every Tuesday on my show, Afternoons with Lone Star from 3 to 7, I play back-to-back classic rock hits. That's right. I like to call it a 2 for Tuesday or a 3 for whatever it is you'd like. Call the request line 936-647-3776 or message me on Facebook, Afternoons with Lone Star, make a music request. That's right, you can do it. Here's what else. Go over to our website, irlonestar.com. Get the app on your phone. It's easy. You'll like it.
Does volunteering at a nonprofit horse sanctuary sound wonderful? Or are you a veteran or a veteran spouse and think trying a peer group session through a local Horses and Heroes equine program might be worth trying? Henry's Home Horse and Human Sanctuary, located in Grand Central Park by appointment only, is home to a growing number of rescued and donated horses. Visit our website at henryshomehorsesanctuary.org or check out our Facebook at Henry's Home Horse and Human Sanctuary for more information.
A Lone Star Community Radio is Montgomery County's radio station with talk, music, weather, and traffic for Montgomery County. Have a question or comment about one of our shows? Want to know how to reach a host? Just contact the station at irlonestar.com or call in and leave a message at 936-647-3776. Get involved with your community with Lone Star Community Radio.
Welcome back, everybody. I have to talk over my own music, but I love my own music. Just
I'm over here
sing and
just
dance
dancing.
it. Listen, we had a little boo-boo a while ago, and our other fearless leader has helped figure that out for us. It's Shenandoah.tx.
Text.us.
Just look in the
.us.
comments. We got the link right
We
there.
got the
We're
link
gonna make
in
it
the
nice and easy
comments,
for you.
everybody. Go to Moxie Innovative.
Hey, you know what? It
It's
is 12:27. You know
I
what
know.
that means? We're almost
halfway.
officially halfway through the
I
week.
know. I know.
I know.
And that
It's
makes
okay.
me feel good because this week has lasted 600 years.
It really has, and it's only Wednesday.
Yeah,
but
I
that's
know.
okay.
I
It's
know.
gonna be
It's good
smooth
stuff.
sailing from here on out.
Good stuff. Okay, we are going to take just about a 30 millisecond break from politics and change to talking politics. Right?
It could be politics. It could be politics.
It is. It's just a different kind of politics.
Absolutely. It's a fun kind of politics.
Oh.
It's political fun.
Yes, it is.
Yes,
Yes,
it's
it
fun
is.
for all ages.
Okay.
Yes. So
So tell us about what is going on with the Lake Conroe Area Republican Women.
Lake Conroe Area Republican Women each year do an annual fundraiser to benefit funds for all of their activities for the whole year. So we have to think of something really creative, really enthusiastic, something that's very attractive to all audiences. And so back at the beginning of our calendar year, our committee got together and we thought we need to bring the county together. We need to bring happy thoughts. So what better than rock and roll?
And happy
absolutely.
thoughts.
What better than rock and roll?
That's
Rock
right.
and roll.
So
Absolutely.
we've had, in the past, we've had speakers, we've had entertainers, local entertainers, we've had dueling pianos, but we really thought rock and roll, that's where we need to go. We've
I
got to
agree.
be fun.
I agree.
And so we had a contact with your friend, and now
My friend.
mine,
I love this.
Johnny and the Spensations. I went to hear them a couple of times.
They're great.
Before I made a decision.
Oh, they're fun.
And I took on the role as, I think we just popped a cork again on another bottle.
Way to
Toast
be
the
subtle
town.
there, Dawn.
yeah. Thanks. Thanks for the subtlety.
We went to visit them. We went to visit and listen to the music, and we're just sold. I mean, I took a group of ladies with me several times, and we were sold. We were like, this is the band
Fun.
we need to hire. And so we wanted a great venue as well. And as you know, there's not a lot of venues just in the area that can accommodate.
Without using the same one over and over. It's
Absolutely.
Really tough.
And for many of you that may not know, if you go west, we are the venue capital of the world.
Yes,
And
it's tremendous.
mainly wedding venues,
Yes.
but they can be used for other other activities or
Yes.
events as well. So we chose Old Dobbin Station,
I love Old Dobbin.
which is located
Love it.
between Montgomery and Dobbin. It's been there since the early 40s as an oil company, an oil refinery. It was destroyed during a flood, set vacant for many, many decades. And then several years ago, some local individuals came in and refurbished and
had a
made it the
vision.
best.
Yes.
It is one of the top 10 wedding venues in the state of Texas.
Yes, it's beautiful. It
and
really
so,
is beautiful.
you know, we're good friends out there in Dobbin,
That's right. You got to take care of your own.
just like in Phelps.
That's right.
And so, just like in Phelps.
There's only 4 of us.
Yeah, well, there's a few more in Dobbin. And so Carrie and Robert McCoy of Old Dobbin Station were very generous in allowing us to have
Oh,
our
that's
upcoming
amazing.
It's just
fundraiser
an
there.
awesome
They were like, yes, we want to host
They wanted to
this.
rock and roll.
Yeah, they wanted to rock and roll.
Yeah.
Is it going to be in the indoor facility or the outdoor
It'll be
facility?
in they're both indoor now. You need to come out and visit.
Where you been?
There are two.
Not Dobbin.
There are two facilities at Old Dobbin Station. One used to be open, but
Yeah.
now it is closed in as an official chapel. The other one is the reception hall, so it will be in the reception
Well,
hall.
that makes sense.
Fun stuff.
Fun stuff. We have a committee of about 10 members who have taken on great leadership roles. I'm the kind of chairman that I'm going to give you a job and I expect you to go do it. And so I've had
I know this.
wonderful people to step up to the plate.
So great.
I know. It's
So
Stressless.
So let's talk about rock and roll for a minute. For
Okay.
all those who just want to, you know what? I don't really care about Republican women, but I really want to hear
Okay.
some rock and roll music.
Okay.
And I live on the west side of town.
okay.
Tell me, what kind of rock and roll? Because there's like rock and roll from the 40s, and then there's, well, not really. but
Well,
50s,
I think Johnny and the
50s,
Sensations are the best 50s, 60s, 70s rock and roll band.
60s, right.
60s. So pick a decade.
Yeah.
They do a
Yeah.
lot of 50s. They do 60s. They do some 70s. They've got a great show. Costume changes, lots of entertainment, lots of interaction with the crowd. The last time that I saw them, or really the first time I saw them, was here locally, and the dance floor was so crowded, and everybody wanted to dance. I kept thinking, we have to have a place with a big dance floor. You're going to get that at Old Dobbin Station. So you can come out, and for several hours, you could dance the night away, burn up some calories, have a great time, enjoy great food. We're keeping it in tune with Cinco de Mayo. Got to stay with the
Absolutely.
theme.
I know.
So we're having a great fajita buffet,
Oh, perfect.
and then followed by Johnny and his band.
That'll be
We
fun.
have lots of great silent auction items. We wanted to keep it at a minimum, but people have been so generous.
Right.
We've
That
got
is
over 50
tremendous.
silent auction items. We've got 10 great live auction items.
what?
These are exclusive.
See, and it's a great time. We got Mother's Day coming up.
That's
you can
right.
Come
Oh,
out,
and
buy
we
some
have great baskets
that's what
for
I'm
Mother's
saying,
Day.
and it's done.
Great
come
baskets.
out, rock and roll, eat some fajitas, and support a great group, a
Thank
great
you.
organization, and shop for Mother's Day. This is like
That is a wonderful idea.
It is the time to take advantage of this amazing, extraordinary opportunity.
Right.
I agree.
telling you.
I agree.
I know. And plus, I really think y'all need to work up some of these shirts and sell them because it is really
Oh,
so
my
super
vote
cute.
shirt?
Yeah.
I have to give credit to my daughter,
amazing.
Lindley.
The amazing Lindley.
the new mom,
New
the
mom.
amazing Lindley. And yeah, she created my vote shirt.
So cute. So cute. So if
anyway,
you-
I just wanted to remind everybody that Saturday, May 6th.
it's a good time.
And if you live in Shenandoah, go
Yeah.
vote for
Vote.
Mr.
Yes.
Fletcher.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, in the Lake Conroe area, Republican women do so much for our community, not just in the name of supporting the Republican Party, but also just supporting the community and other nonprofits.
Right. We do have members that serve as precinct chairs. We have members that come and work at the Montgomery County Republican Party headquarters. We raise about $10,000 each year to give not only to local candidates, but also to many charities across the West Montgomery County area. Some of our charities even go into Houston, but we feel like they're so valuable, and we have members that are tied to those charities. We feel like we have to do it.
Yeah.
If there's a candidate out there running on the Republican Party ticket, we're going to support you in the Lake Conroe area. We will go to your events. We will help you with your fundraisers. We will carry your signs. We will do whatever.
And not only that, y'all have a lot of fun.
Oh, absolutely.
It is such a fun group.
I was able to join this organization after I retired from my real job. And I feel like I've made at least a couple of hundred new friends, 200 plus new friends, ladies and gentlemen that I can call on to say, hey, I need something. And my friend Brian Dawson over there, my Bearcat rival, Brian Dawson, new friend, all because of what I got from Lake Conroe Republican women.
I watched that friendship develop.
That's
you did?
friendship.
I did. I did. It was beautiful.
It is beautiful.
I carried a tissue with me.
know.
It was tearful. It was
Well-
so amazing.
Just a couple of things, Kristi. One of the
ma'am.
things that I'm really proud of, and I've worked on this for several years, but we have a big literacy day in September where we actually have members purchase books. We give over $3,000 in books to the Montgomery and the Willis ISD, to all of their school libraries, as well as to the Montgomery County Library branches that are located in Willis and in Montgomery.
That is
So we
tremendous.
kind of split. We're not just Montgomery or just the lake. You know, we go all the way to Willis
and
too.
you're not just Republican. Just that's all you do. You're just
No.
helping the community at
Right.
large. And as you know, my kids go to Willis ISD. So from the bottom of my heart, thank y'all so
So we
much.
buy books that go into
know.
your school libraries. We have an American Hero essay contest
One of my favorite things that I've ever
for
been a part
third
of.
and fifth graders in Montgomery and in Willis. And we actually honor those children and their parents at a luncheon that was held in April. Tomorrow, our annual meeting, or our monthly meeting, will be giving away our scholarships.
So that's
for graduating
tomorrow. That's
seniors.
exciting.
Yes, tomorrow, Walden Yacht Club. We have seniors from Willis and from Montgomery that will be receiving several $1,000s each in
That
scholarships.
is amazing.
So that's why this event on Sunday is so important.
Correct.
The more
Absolutely.
money we make, the more money we can give away.
Yeah. So, and everybody needs to keep that in mind too, you know, because we all, you know, those of us that have kids that are rapidly going through the school system faster than we can prepare for, you know, it's a cool thing to come out and have a good time, and knowing that so much, the ticket prices that you're paying are going to help scholarships.
Absolutely.
You know?
They buy books, they buy scholarships. We work a lot with the homeless population and providing food and clothing for those right here in Conroe. We expand that out to Houston. We do backpacks. We work with Children's Safe Harbor. We do citizenship classes here in Conroe. First responders, we have an appreciation day where we go out to every first responder location and take treats and lunch to all of those people. So our money is very well spent, and we have a very tight treasurer. So who makes sure that our money is spent properly. So I just invite everybody to come out. You can still get tickets.
Okay. And how do they get tickets?
Well, I was actually looking. We had several ways through the past couple of months, but I just looked this morning, and they can actually go to the Montgomery County Republican Party website, and they can click here and buy tickets, or they can email, and I'm going to give you an email address,
Okay.
and I'm going to spell it, and they can send an email and actually reserve tickets and then
Pay at the
pay
door.
online
And what-
or pay at the door.
And we'll make sure that email address gets put into the comments of the show. So go ahead and give us that email address.
Okay. The email address is Janice, Janis, and the last name is Boulware, Boulware, Janice Boulware @gmail.com.
Perfect.
And they can email Janice and say, I want to buy 5 tickets. I'll pay at the door.
And that way they know that to bring enough food for everybody that's going to come.
Absolutely, because
Yeah.
I'm still waiting on that. There's also time to still do sponsorships.
See, look
So
at this.
I'm
look at
already
her.
ready. So anyone that still
Okay,
wants
Show it to this
contribute-
camera right here. This one right
Oh,
here.
that one right here. Okay.
And I will tell you, so if you go ahead and reserve those tickets ahead of time, you're actually going to save $10 a person at the door, right?
Right.
So go ahead and make sure, and that way you know that you're going to get you some fajitas on Cinco de Mayo. But you can also make sure
You
that
sound
you're
like you were from Texas.
I know that your
Fajitas.
the seats are
Fajitas.
reserved and you're ready to go. It's going to be a really, really great party.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It will be.
And you don't even have
Well,
to talk
hey,
politics necessarily.
no. We're
No.
not going to allow anybody to talk politics. At least
Oh,
in
no,
front.
no. It's not a
No.
political event. It is a fun event. We will be
It is a fun
taking sponsorships, I would say, through late this afternoon, early tomorrow. I've got to go to the printer. But you can buy tickets all the way through Saturday online,
And just show
Sunday
up
at the
Sunday.
event.
Yeah.
And they're how much if they order in advance?
The tickets are $50.
$50. Okay.
We are doing a very cool thing with auction tickets. So you're going to be able to buy tickets for auction items where you'll drop them in the
I love those.
auction item of your
Yes,
choice.
I love
Plus,
that.
we do have some things that you can actually bid on.
Just,
No,
just
on
straight
paper.
bid. Mhm.
Yeah, just like you normally do. And then we've got some great live auction items. Just a couple I want to
Oh,
touch
yes,
on.
please, promote 'em.
I didn't bring my list, so this is off the top of my head. We have Do-Si-Do tickets for Lori Morgan. We
Oh,
have
I love Lori
Christy's
Morgan.
going.
we have a Louis Vuitton shawl, which I think is pretty
Nice.
cool.
Yes.
A couple of Michael Kors pieces. We've got several dinners, wine dinners
Very nice.
in a member's home. They're going to prepare a dinner for 8.
Okay, well, we're going to have to talk.
We've got another
yeah.
one.
We gotta figure it out.
We've got another chef that's doing an in-home food demonstration and class, and then serving dinner.
So fun.
We have one pistol that we're selling that
Very
was
nice.
donated. We've got
Something for everybody.
some pretty jewelry that we're giving away that we'll be auctioning, excuse me. One of the pieces I'm most proud of is coming out of the office of J.D. Lambright.
Mm-hmm.
His wife has donated one of his most treasured items out of his office
Sweet
because she
Belinda.
wants somebody else to
Enjoy it.
enjoy something that J.D. valued.
And JD would have wanted that too.
And absolutely. And it's a beautiful piece from the Texas annexation. It's a beautiful, big framed print.
Oh, wow.
So it's going to be really nice. But I'm excited about that.
That is so exciting.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, and that Do-Si-Do ticket, it comes with a limo ride as well. So
Sold.
you got to come and
Sold.
bid on it.
Christy-
Absolutely.
Christy-
Me and Lori are good friends. We bonded. We bonded.
Tell me what time people should
Oh,
get
5
there.
o'clock.
Get there at 5.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
it's a
starts
long
early.
night.
It's on a Sunday night.
Yeah.
I don't want anybody to say, "Oh, it's a work night." We know that.
But
it's a
it's
school
Cinco de
night.
Mayo. Everybody's celebrating on Cinco
Oh,
de
we will
Mayo.
be out of there 9:30, 5 to 9:30. Where else
See?
can you party all night?
Yeah.
And I will add, Kristi, that margaritas are the signature drink of the night.
Ugh.
So
Here's to margaritas.
Yeah.
Cheers
Yes.
to margaritas.
Cheers to margaritas.
cheers to margaritas. So by 9:30, the event will be over. You can make it back to Conroe or the area by 10 o'clock.
You'll be in good shape.
You'll be in good shape.
So, what is y'all's website that we can tell everybody to go to not only learn about this event, but to learn more about what Lake Conroe Area Republican Women do?
It's pretty simple. It's lcarw.org. That's pretty simple.
straightforward and simple.
lcarw.org.
And the LC, for those of you who are not right down there and don't know, LC, Lake Conroe
Area.
Lake Conroe area, Republican women.
So we cover.
So you'd
a-
be included because
yeah.
you're in the area.
Yeah, you're in the area.
If you're hearing
so,
me, you're in the area.
go to our Facebook page if you want tickets. We've got lots of ways. We'll get you in.
You
We're
know,
not turning anyone away.
I respect the way that you that you make it easy for everybody to give you money, which I think is so
That's
important.
right. They can call me on the phone. My phone number is on this
There
piece
you
of
go.
paper.
See?
So call me, go to our Facebook page and say, I've got to have tickets. Go to that Montgomery County Republican Party website. You can click and buy tickets there. You can also go to Eventbrite.
Oh, wow.
So we're listed
Y'all are
on
everywhere.
Eventbrite.
I'm just going to tell you, too, that if you can't remember all of these things she's telling you, y'all call her.
Just call me.
She'll tell you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she'll
Just
answer.
call me. I won't turn anybody down, and I'll take money from everyone.
See, that's the kind of fundraising
Yeah,
mentality
yeah,
that, we need to
exactly.
have.
We just want to
Exactly.
see everyone there. And once again, still not too late for sponsorships or ticket purchases.
So make sure that you go online, get your tickets, reserve your spots, and come out. It's going to be a really, really great time. It's going to be so much fun raising money for great causes and scholarships and helping kids and all that good fun stuff.
Thank you so much.
Well, thank you so
Well,
much for being
stay
here.
put for a few
stay
minutes.
put.
Okay.
And we're also going to go ahead and we're going to take a picture of the sponsorship packages. Make sure it's in the comments too. So if you would like to squeeze in before the buzzer this afternoon, you've still got time to do that.
Yes.
But we are going to take one last quick break.
Yes, we are.
One last quick break.
And we're going to toast right before we go.
Oh, go ahead. It's your turn.
Okay. Here's to the community service of Lake Conroe area Republican women.
Amen to that.
Cheers.
All right.
Cheers.
If you're listening to us live, stay tuned. We will be right back.
Have a legal question? Are you a resident of Montgomery County? Call 281-645-6344 to talk to a volunteer attorney from the Woodlands Bar Association. We answer the phones on the first Monday of every month at 281-645-6344 from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. to provide general legal information and information about legal resources to Montgomery County residents.
Lone Star Community Radio is ready for the summer. If you or anyone you know is looking for a summer internship, Lone Star Community Radio is a great place to learn the radio and TV business. Contact the station at info@irlonestar.com or call the station's message line at 936-647-3776. Lone Star Community Radio offers a great opportunity to those interested in learning about the radio world.
For those of you who like your partners, your gumbo, and your music salty, well, we're here to help with the music. Julian Shea here, host of Lone Star Country Nights Thursday, your weekly dose of roots and Americana and all the music that makes this part of the country special. We stir in Western swing, honky-tonk, Zydeco, Texas blues, outlaw country, and put a pinch of red dirt, and then we smoke it over a slow fire. Then listen to the results Thursday nights on Conroe's 104.5 and 106.1 and worldwide at irlonestar.com.
Are you interested in learning more about preparing quick, healthy, and safe meals for your family? Would you like to spend time with others learning tips and tricks, along with practicing and tasting nutritious food? If so, the On the Road to Healthy Living Mobile Cooking School is for you. Call Amy Ressler at Texas A&M AgriLife Extension Service at 936-539-7825 to find a class near you or volunteer to host a class.
Welcome back, everybody. Can you hear my voice? Okay, I can't hear me for some reason. Oh, there I am. Okay. It has nothing to do with the amount of champagne I have imbibed.
Hey, you know what? We are officially over halfway through the week. I'm so excited.
I know.
But you know what? The only thing that stinks
What?
is this show has gone by way too fast.
No, I can't do anymore. Thank you. I agree. I was telling Brian
having
not
so
to
much
pour
fun.
me anymore. I know.
You don't have to tell everybody everything. Why are you talking?
Well, because I was talking, and I was talking into the microphone,
know.
and you were talking.
I
I
know.
was kind of trying to say I'm sorry.
Well, sometimes you talk when I talk.
I know. I got that. You think? Yeah.
Anyway, it's been so fun. I want to just say thank you both so much for
Yes,
being here.
Thank you.
But our resident lumberjack brought up a really good point. So whenever I was doing Hurricane Harvey relief much by accident, we were able to do some work with the city of Shenandoah, and because y'all were actually housing a lot of the troopers that came in from all over the state to come out and help out.
We were. We're very active in emergency management, and we have 28 police officers on our police department that just do a phenomenal job for us.
28 officers for 2.2 square miles. That is phenomenal.
Their average response time in emergency is less than a minute.
That's,
Wow.
yeah,
That's amazing.
it is amazing.
Maybe I need to move to Shenandoah.
Yeah, maybe I do too.
Yeah, because I'm thinking the 20-minute response time in Phelps as well, not so great.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, that's amazing. Well, thank you so much again, because that not only served the city of Shenandoah, but it was way bigger than that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We just visited, and they have an upcoming event. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Roll with it.
It was a private conversation, and you weren't in it.
It was an A/B conversation,
That's
and I
right.
seed my way out of it.
Exactly. Okay. So you guys have got an event coming up this summer too.
We do. The city of Shenandoah always has. We have a phenomenal civic club where it's made up of our residents, and they're very active and involved. And so we started a year ago an Independence parade to celebrate, obviously, the 4th of July and the great country that we live in. And this year it happens to be the Saturday before the 4th of July, which I believe is June 29th.
Mm-hmm.
And
I think that's
so,
right.
It's 10
By the
to-
way, that's the day before the greatest day ever. Go ahead.
Is that your birthday?
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I interrupt. Go ahead.
Shameless plug. Go ahead.
So we do a mini parade. So it's bikes and golf carts, go-karts,
fun.
whatever
Oh, that's
whatever you
great.
can come out with. And we basically parade from our pool to our park and around the block and back again.
That's
So
fun.
it's
Well,
a
it's a
fun
good
time.
time for everybody to kind of get involved and celebrate. That's fun.
It is, and then we turn it into a pool party and
See,
it's a
this
big
is
time.
my kind of shindig.
I know.
I know.
I know. I knew that. That's the reason I
We're-
brought it up.
I know.
That's the reason I brought it up.
And Miss Linda, what else y'all got going over at Lake Conroe? I mean, obviously Sunday's a big deal, but what's happening after that?
Oh, gee. Well, we do take a break
Good.
in the summer. So
well, we're
that's-
fixing to gear up for a big election year.
That's
so,
right.
you know, you've got to
So
rejuvenate.
we kind of take a break during June and July, but our committees are meeting. We're getting ready for the fall.
Yeah.
And so we'll be back active with our monthly meetings in August and taking it on to the end of the year.
Perfect. So people can come out tomorrow if they want to come out and celebrate some great scholarship winners and have some lunch and meet new
They
friends.
can come out. They probably cannot get lunch just simply because
It's too late.
It's too late for
You
reservations.
waited too
So
long.
you waited too long.
Yes.
But we would love for you to come out and you can watch.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
you can
and
watch.
celebrate-
It's 12 to 1.
And meet new friends. You know,
And
this
meet new
is-
friends.
This is one of the things that I even tell my mom a lot. You know, go out to some of these because our Republican women groups here in Montgomery County are just extraordinary. Like it's so much fun. So many great
We
things
have
going on.
5 different groups that are spread across the county, and we
Yes.
all work together. We're all
Exactly.
friends. We all got each other's back.
That's right.
You
So
know?
come out, make some new friends. You know, if you're looking for something to get involved with, y'all obviously have a lot of different committees where
Right.
people can sign up, get actively involved in doing something that's wonderful for the community and have a lot of fun doing it.
One of our committees is called Caring for America, and they work 12 months out of the year doing backpacks for children, taking food to the homeless, clothing, and we do a lot with the women's shelter here locally. Monthly, we provide a meal and a birthday party, and those ladies get really nice gifts from our members.
so
It's
great.
wonderful.
That's
I'm like, wow, that's pretty cool that we give them that
Yeah.
many gifts and that much money just to go spend on themselves.
Because they don't
They don't
normally
get
have that.
They don't
have
get that. We work with the VA outpatient clinic every week. We have members that go and help serve snacks and serve coffee and just visit with the patients.
Golly, you are busy.
I know, we are. Faith Fighting Cancer is coming up. We work with that and give donations. We do gift cards for all of the breast cancer and cancer
awesome.
survivors. So, yeah, we're busy. We
fabulous.
have lots of committees. And while we may not serve on every event or every activity, we have people working around the
in all
clock
of those.
That's right.
in all of those different areas.
Find what you're passionate about. You don't have to sign
We've
up
got
for
a
everything.
couple of really good, very passionate volunteers that this is their thing. And so they've pulled in some of their own friends to become Republican women members. We've picked up some new leaders, some new community volunteers from over in the Wood Forest area. Oh my goodness. I've just stepped back and let these ladies take
that's
over.
awesome.
That's
We are
awesome.
so excited for
so
new
good.
members.
Well, we are excited for you. We
Yes.
really are. I have a little bit of something, a little bit of housekeeping. I started to do it right before we got off the air last year, and I just want to tell everybody out there, if you are interested at all, thank you. Of course, I knew I was going to get a warning. If you are interested at all in being on our show, and it is fun, I have to tell you, it is fun. If you are interested at all, please go to the irlonestar.com website and go to our show, find our show. There's menu things there, and go to sign up for our show if you would like to be on the show.
Yeah.
I know that there are things going on there, out there that we don't hear about, and so for you to say you want to be on the show is not anything other than helping us. So please do that. It may be
Help us help you.
help us help you. Right. And it may be that we already have somebody on that date because it's something that we have done and we haven't put on there. So we may have to contact you and adjust it. But go ahead and let us know when you'd like to be on. We would love to have you. We would love that information.
Yeah.
And I will say that we have had a blast with our 2 guests today.
We have had so
and
much.
both
no,
of them.
our 4 guests. Who are you? You're like excluding
I'm
those
sorry.
behind the cameras.
I'm sorry.
I know.
Miss Ritzy over there.
I know.
She's the one that got the ball
I
rolling.
know.
But
So,
anyway.
yeah, I know. I think we're gonna have
But
to.
it
We're
was
gonna have
the-
to have a ritzy hour.
I know, we may.
I know.
We just may. But anyway, but I will tell you that both of these guests contacted us because they had things coming up.
Yes.
So it's all fun. And we were already friends with them. So please go ahead and sign up or drop us an email
Yeah.
or send us a text on Roxy,
Yeah.
Moxie, Moxie. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Contact Roxy about Taste of the Town.
I think I just.
we have an Uber ready.
To Phelps.
Oh, no.
To Phelps.
No, it doesn't have anything to do with the champagne. This is just who I am. I rename everything.
Happy Wednesday.
Uber charges double to go to Phelps.
No doubt.
But I thank you so much for being here.
Thank
you for
Guys,
having me.
thank y'all
And
so much,
Linda.
Linda.
Absolutely.
So make
Wonderful.
sure that you get out there, get out and vote. Go visit.
Yes,
Find out what's going
absolutely.
on in your city and town. Listen to all the projects that are going on with the city of Shenandoah. Go out there and vote for consistency and what's going to happen with the future and so many amazing things going on in this community. And make sure that you come out on Sunday, celebrate Cinco de Mayo with a great group of ladies, some fabulous rock and roll music, some Mother's Day presents,
Absolutely.
new friends, so many good things. And don't forget to tune in next Wednesday at noon when we come back with Toast of the Town with Kristi and Mel. We always have a great time. We'd love to have you join us. And if you need anything, shoot us a message. We'd be
Yes,
glad
absolutely.
to talk to you anytime. So thanks so much for tuning in to Toast of the Town, and we will see you next week.
Thanks for checking out this show on Lone Star Community Radio, Montgomery County's community radio station. This show is owned and produced by Lone Star Community Radio and recorded live from the LSCR studios in downtown Conroe, Texas. For more information about the show, to be a guest, or to sponsor, just contact the studio at 936-647-3776 to leave a message, or email us at lscrstudios@gmail.com.